All right, so one of the sections that people find the hardest on the test is questions involving circles in the coordinate plane. Okay, so we're going to do one type of question that involves those, and we'll do two of them so you can follow along in the first example and then pause it when you see the second question and then try that one on your own as well. And then you can see how I do that one. So let's read the question and then we'll discuss how to do it. A circle in the xy plane has equation x plus 2 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 16. Which of the following does not lie in the circle's interior? Okay, so it almost seems like gibberish if you don't know how to do the formula for circle and coordinate plane. The standard is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, okay? Where h comma k equals the center of circle and r equals radius. So here, right, our center is going to be the opposite of positive 2, so it'll be negative 2, opposite of 5 will be positive 5. And then the square root of 16 is 4. So here we're going to have negative 2 comma 5 with a radius of 4. Okay. So the important thing to know is how far apart each point is from each individual part, right? So we're going to use distance formula, but the distance formula, you'll see we don't actually have to find the exact distance. We just need to know the magnitude in a general sense, right? So distance formula is x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared square rooted, right? This equals r. So if we square both sides, we're going to get r squared, which is up here, right? So this has to be, does not lie in the circle's interior. So basically x minus 1, or x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared has to be greater than 16, right? So when we do negative 1 comma 5, right, and our center is negative 2, that's going to have a difference of 1, so that'll be 1 squared for negative 1 comma 5. And then when we do 5, we're going to have 5, so that'll be 0. So that equals 1. So that does lie in the interior, so we'd eliminate A. Now let's try B, 0, 4. So we would do, I'll do the math, right, negative 2 minus 0 squared plus 5 minus 4 squared, and that's going to get us 2 squared, which is going to be 4, plus 1 squared is going to be 5. That's going to be 5. Again, that's not it, so we're going to eliminate B. And then you can do C. And with C, right, we're going to be 1 apart again, so it's going to be 1 squared plus, we're going to be 1 apart there, so 1 squared, and that gets us 2. So it should be D. Let's test it out after I erase a bit. So in C, we'll do negative 2 minus 3 squared plus 5 minus 3 squared. And that already gives us 5 here, so that's already big enough to know. So 5 squared, that gives us 25. We don't have to keep going because it's already bigger. So it will be D. Okay, so that's the process, right? The important thing is understanding this here. If you know that, then you can work from everything else. And what I like to do often is focus just on the x values and see if any of them are really far apart, and then you can start from there. We'll do that on the next one to see if we can save ourselves a little bit of time. But even if you don't do that, if you know the process, you won't spend too much time on it, right? This is considered a hard question in the circle category, right? Circle H. I categorize as it's the first one in them. So it's expected to take a bit of time, but if you know the process from the beginning, it won't be too long. Okay, so you'll notice that this question is identical, except the numbers have changed just so you can get a bit more practice, and it's asking for something a little different. A circle in the xy plane has equation y minus 3 squared plus x minus 4 squared equals 25. Which of the following lies in the circle's interior? So the last one we were trying to see something that was bigger than the radius. This time we're trying to see something that's less than the radius. And the radius squared is 25, right? So we're going to do x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared. And obviously on the test you wouldn't actually write the formulas, you would just do it with the numbers plugged in. It has to be less than 25. So right, because we have r equals 5, center equals, and if you notice right, y goes first and x goes second, but that doesn't affect the values. They wouldn't normally do that on the test, but I just wanted to do it to really, challenge you. So we have 4, 3. So let's look at the choices and let's see which ones are closest to 4, because this time we're trying to find the ones that are inside, right? So we have, this one is 7 apart, so already we know that's too big because 7 squared is 49, so we could eliminate that. D is 5 apart, so already that's going to be equal, and the -3 would make it even more apart, so it's not going to be that. So then we're between B and C. 1 is 3 apart, 7 is 3 apart. Let's try both. But then let's see, the -4 is 7 apart, and 6 is only 3 apart. So let's start with C and just make sure. It should be that one, right? And it's going to be 4 minus 7 squared plus 6 minus 3 squared. We want it to be less than 25. So we're going to get 3 squared plus 3 squared. That's 9 plus 9, and that equals 18. And that is less than 25, so it'll be C, not B, right? So you see how you can use the answer choices to help you make the question faster, but it's not going to help you at all if you don't know the basics, right, that are here. So make sure you understand those steps and then test out how you can apply them to make the question, to do the question either straightforward or with tricks using the answer choices. And if you have any questions on this, as always, let me know. I'm happy to help. Otherwise, I hope it is sunny where you are, and if it's raining, like it is raining today in the city, I hope it's pitter-pattering on your window and creating some nice sounds that you can go to sleep to. Talk to you soon. Bye.